Hey everyone, I'm going to give you an explanation of how I select my drop shot hooks for certain situations, and most of the time it's either determined by two factors. One, the type of cover that I'm fishing around, and two, the type of bait or the style of bait that I am fishing. So I'm going to start with this setup right here. This is a Texas rig drop shot, so still has the drop shot with the weight underneath, but we have Texas rigged that little deception worm on there. Now what that's going to allow it to do is two things. One, it's going to be weedless, so I can fish this in and around cover, and all I've done is I've went in about 1/4 inch, slid it past those little fluorocarbon keepers, went down, inserted that hook point, and then put just a little bit of plastic over it so it's weedless when we go through. And that's the biggest key with that rigging, is allowing it to be able to slide in and out of the cover, giving those fish a different look. So I'll throw this around brush piles, timber, works really well around grass lines or dragging it through grass. But then the other thing it does is that it pushes that hook point back. So when I'm throwing a longer worm, this deception worm is a 6-inch worm, I'll use a #1 VMC Finesse Nico hook, and it pushes that hook point back. So when those fish bite it, you've got a little bit more meat, and you've also got more gap in that to be able to push that hook point down, right? We want to be able to have enough gap in that hook point to be able to land those fish. Now, when I switch, say I'm fishing open water, smallmouth, I'm fishing around rocks, stuff that's not going to get stuck as much, then I'm typically going to nose hook. And especially when I get into smaller baits like this hot shot minnow, I'll use a #1, a 1/0, even sometimes down to a #2 Gamakatsu split shot drop shot hook. And so when you nose rig it, what happens is you get a lot more action out of that bait. But generally I won't nose hook those longer baits. There are certain situations, but in these smaller 2.5, 3, even a 4-inch bait, you can nose hook it and get all of the action out of the bait. If you were to jam a big hook in here, you're going to take a lot of the action away from that bait. So that's going to help keep that bait nice and straight, give it all of the action that it needs, and we still have a big enough hook and enough gap here that we're going to get good hook penetration to be able to land those fish. Super simple. Those are really the two different types of hooks that I throw on a drop shot. You can take that Finesse Nico hook and I'll throw a smaller one, and sometimes I will run that through. I'll thread it on like a jig head, but keep it simple. Drop shot is a deadly technique. Those are really the only two hooks that you need for any situation that you might see. Hopefully that'll help you guys put a few more fish in the boat.